Lots of signs of summer there, and Henry Cat enjoying them all from the window. So I've got this basil that I bought from the supermarket a few weeks ago, and I saw this chap on YouTube who said the reason your basil dies from supermarket is because there's too many in the pot. So we've separated them and I've nipped out the centre like he said, and now I've got loads of plants of basil. Here it is in the greenhouse. I've stopped the music here because I'm going to see if you can hear what I heard. I wasn't alone. Somebody had followed me into the greenhouse, and I hadn't noticed at first until I heard the little cry, and there he is, Tiger. Oh. Ooh, a delivery. I wonder what's inside. Well, I know what's inside, but you don't. So let's have a look and see what it is. An item that I've wanted for quite some time. Teacup and saucer from Cornish Ware in their newest colour, which is willow, and I love this colour. I'm going to definitely collect a few pieces of this. Sells out quite quickly, so as soon as this one was in stock I ordered it. Green is the colour of the year here, I feel. We love the green in the hallway, and this mirror has been up for years, so we finally changed it for one that came from Bill's parents' house. So much nicer, so elegant. The paintwork needs a bit of a touch up, and I'm hoping we can change that light switch at some point too. And then it gave me an idea about the space under the stairs, which at that point had a box, and inside the box was just shoes and CDs and not very much. I knew there was a chair in the rafters of the garage that came from Bill's parents, so I got it down, cleaned it up, and I've put that under the stairs instead. And no, you can't sit on it, but you couldn't sit on it anyway when it was in the rafters. So at least it's in the house, and it's nice to see these pieces in the home. And it's a good storage solution for shoes. So a couple of books. This is the newest Heidi Swain. I'm a big fan of hers, but I am struggling slightly with this book, mainly because I prefer her festive books, and this is not festive, this is summery. But I shall persevere, I'm sure it will be good. And this is from a couple who are on YouTube, and they live on a narrowboat and have another narrowboat that they use as a cafe, Holly, the cafe boat. And her cakes always look so gorgeous, so I really wanted to order her cookbook. She'd made one cake recently, and I hoped it was going to be in the book. It's not, but that doesn't matter because the recipes in there are fantastic, and the tips are excellent. I have learned new things that I had no idea. I recommend this book. I shall link it or link them below so you can go and look at their YouTube channel. This is the cake I wanted to make, so I found another recipe online. You know me and cakes, but cake I'm coming to make you. Vanilla extract, self-raising flour, sugar, ground almonds, eggs, butter and raspberries. I'll link to the recipe, by the way, so you can get it yourself. Grease and line a 20cm cake tin. That's a loose bottom cake tin. Look at me pretending that I know what I'm doing there. Not a clue. Seems to be a throw it all in and mix it all up recipe, so that's what I've done. Half of the cake mix is spread in the cake tin and then you top with raspberries. It said 2/3 of the raspberries at this point, but I did not do that because fruit goes soggy when you cook it, and it struck me it would be quite a mushy cake, so I held back a bit. And when you've put in enough, you top it with the rest of the cake mix, then you add more raspberries and you sprinkle with slithered almonds, and you try to keep your great big arm out of the way of the camera, but if you're me, you fail, so I apologise for that. Into the oven it goes for 50 minutes. That's 50 minutes. That's quite a long time, but it did take that amount of time. Trying to pretend that I haven't just got my oven glove caught under there, and yeah, let's do some quality camera work. Yes. A quick test, I decided that was cooked. A little bit tricky when there's soggy fruits inside to know if it's cooked, but it seemed fine to me. Look at me all proud because, you know, it's not bad, is it? You've seen my cakes, you know what a mess I make of cakes, and I'm showing this off like a proud mum, so you know I'm pleased with it. So let's just try and get that in the shot. There we go. I should have dusted it with icing sugar and maybe decorated with more fresh raspberries, but I didn't. I cut a slice and had it with a cup of tea, and very good it was too. I would definitely make this again. Maybe replace the fresh raspberries with raspberry jam so it's not so soggy. I don't know. That might ruin it, but it's a good cake. I recommend. And while the cake baked, I prepped for Sunday lunch, making a tarragon butter, which is just tarragon, lots of it, butter, lemon zest and some black pepper. Then I rolled it into a sausage shape in cling film and put it in the fridge. This is going to be my stuffing for my chicken breasts. I haven't shown this, but basically all I did was make cuts in the chicken, insert the tarragon butter, then wrap around with bacon and sprinkled with some thyme, and I'm going to leave that in the fridge and that will be ready to roast when I'm ready. So in the meantime, I'm going to prep my roast potatoes, which I really enjoy doing, I have to say. Maybe it's because I do it so often, I just really enjoy making roast potatoes. So I'm just going to peel them, then I'll chop them and parboil them, and I'll show you what I do with them after that. You know I love a time lapse, so let's have a time lapse. Once the potatoes are parboiled, I don't shake them in the saucepan because they will break up. Instead, I have my sheet ready with the oil, my herbs and my seasonings, and I pour them straight into that. And then I go through every potato with a fork and I turn them, scrape them on each surface, and make sure they're all coated and nice. And that will, one, stop discoloration if you're doing it in advance, which is what I'm doing here, and two, make sure each side is going to be crispy. And just before I put them in the oven, I add knobs of butter, and that's going to help with the golden colour. And if you do this, you will get perfect, crunchy, crispy, delicious potatoes every time. See? And I'm just going to cut into the chicken to show you the centre. Bill starts to shout from another room to tell me how good it was, so I had to cut there. But I just wanted to show you this. This is how I make chicken, and it's good. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.